Hello everybody and welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. I am going to be doing a reading now. This is actually an impromptu reading. This is going to be for this whole big drama that's going on with Ding Dong Ding Along, Brian Laundrie. Okay, and yes, that's how I choose to address him. So, because trust me, he should be called a lot worse than that, but I'm trying to be on my best behavior here. So I know that, oh my God, a lot of people are sending me texts and sending me emails saying that, oh, this happened, that happened, this has come up on the news, that's come up on the news. Apparently, the FBI asked his father to come and help them search. I wonder why the FBI would ask his father to come and search. Then all kinds of weird things going on. But anyhow, so I decided I will do a reading. I'm not doing a reading specifically for Brian or specifically for Gabby, although I hate to use both their names in the same sentence because Brian does not deserve to be addressed in the same sentence as Gabby, but if you know what I mean. So I don't know, let's see what comes through. I have no idea. I was doing something else and this, oh gosh, I will share some information with y'all on the live stream that I scheduled for Friday evening, that is this evening. What's the time now? Yeah, now where I'm at, it is already 5:51 on Friday evening, but then Texas is, I think, 10 and a half hours or 10 hours behind me. So I'll be doing this reading at 5 a.m. No, let me not even go there, confuse y'all. So 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to do a live stream. So I'm going to share with you some information, some very, very weird energy and stuff and pushback I got the past couple, 2-3 days. I'll share that with you folks without talking too much. Like, I got a gab, right? Let's get on with this. I got a little scratch paper, etc., etc. I have no idea what's coming through, what needs to come through. We'll see. Just bear with me, okay? Okay, I should have done that off camera, but it is what it is. Sorry if you had to kind of, maybe I should put a timestamp, no? Yeah, I'll do that, timestamp 3:52. Okay, so that way you all won't feel like you're just, and of course my camera freezes just when I decide to. Unbelievable, unbelievable. So I have, what you call this guy, Mars, okay, then I have 12, and then I have Gemini, Mars, 12 and Gemini. Let's set this here and see what comes of it, okay? Let us set it here and see what comes off it. Just moving around some stuff. Okay, let's just see what comes off this. Okay. Camera, can you come back up, please? My goodness. All right, y'all. Okay, so maybe there should have been a live stream, right? But that's okay, we'll get on with it. So like I said in the previous readings, a couple, 2-3 times, in whichever readings I did, I said it's going to be, I'm hard pressed to believe that he's still alive, although he may be. So, and I did say that I'm also leaning towards the fact that he may end up committing suicide, okay? I also did say that if that 13-day mark is crossed, period is crossed, it's going to be increasingly difficult to find him. Find him as in dead or alive, and he's going to be gone. Gone as in gone to another country, another planet, another galaxy, or just gone as in, left the physical world. So I strongly believe that we are not going to be able to see him back alive. Oh, computer, come on, man. What are you doing? Freeze frame? So I just asked the question, is Brian Laundrie still alive? And you know how I do the yes or no, and I get 3 polls. The first was absolutely no. The second one I got yes, and the third one I got yes. So that to me leads me to believe that I doubt it, y'all. I seriously doubt that we are ever going to bring him back. I doubt. As much as I want law enforcement to catch a sorry behind and bring him to justice, I don't know, y'all. I'm not leaning towards that really much. Okay, moving on. So, we have Capricorn, Leo, fire, Uranus, and Aries. And there I had Mars. Mars rules Aries, and 12 is Saturn, which is the 12th house. Saturn rules the 12th house, and Saturn rules Capricorn. Leo is a fiery card ruled by the sun, and then we have Uranus, which rules Aquarius, and Saturn also rules Aquarius. So let's see if I get a star card or an Aquarius card, okay? If I do that, then it is for sure a validation of what I'm thinking. And if oh my goodness, this phone is going to ring, and I don't want it to ring, and it is going to ring. Okay. But I'm expecting a delivery, so I have to keep my phone on. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Oh, wow, interesting. So then what happens is we have the 3, which is the Empress card ruled by Venus, right? And then we have, it's an Earth card, and it's right under Capricorn. And then we have the Emperor, which is an Aries card. And we do have an Aries there as well. And we have the Fire card again. And then we have Diable, 15, the Devil, which is ruled by Saturn. And Saturn also rules Capricorn. And we have Capricorn on the table. Then we have number 1, which is the Magician, right under Uranus. And then we have the Fool card. Oh wow, really? The Fool card? Seriously? Huh. Incredible. Venus, Sagittarius, Mars, and Sun, and Pluto. Wow, you guys, listen, this is just crazy. Now, here's another thing. Mars and Pluto rule Scorpio, so we got Scorpio here. And what is Scorpio? Scorpio is Pluto is regeneration, and Mars is again the fiery, feisty energy, and Mars rules Aries as well. Then we have Venus. Venus is a very earthy energy, right? We have Capricorn here. Then we have Sagittarius, which is very fiery, fiery, and we have the fire card here. We have Mars again, and the Sun card, which is again fiery, etc. And it's the Sun rules Leo. And then we have Pluto. You know, since you guys are back up, let me show you the cards. I didn't even realize my computer was back up. Oh, shoot. I am strongly leaning towards the fact that he is gone, y'all. One way or the other, he's gone. He's either he's going to jump off a cliff or do something like that, or commit suicide or whatever. And I don't foresee him ever coming back. I mean, I seriously, I would literally fall off my chair if they capture him and they bring him back. Seriously. So, what this leads me to believe is there is a very, very strong Capricornian energy and the devil energy, which is basically control. Somebody's pulling the strings from behind, okay? And then what I also see here is there is a misconception, or not a misconception, there is a false belief that, oh, I can just walk off into the woods and don't have to ever come back, and everything is going to be like, it's okay, I'm just going to take a giant leap of faith into the unknown, and I'll just keep walking, and then people will forget about me and everything will be fine. I'll lay low for 5-10 years and everything is going to be fine. That false sense of security or belief is there very strongly with Brian, okay? Now, I also feel that the heat is being turned on, if you will, on the, the Laundrie family. I feel like the heat is, they're stepping it up a little bit. I don't believe law enforcement invited Brian's father to come and help with the search. That's a bunch of crock. I don't believe that. Why would law enforcement ask him to come and help with the search? I think it's most likely like during interrogation, they must have asked a whole bunch of questions and, where did you go camping and can you show us the place? And he must have come out to show that place, like to say this is physically it. But I don't think law enforcement asked him to join us on the search. Oh my God, he makes me mad, that fellow. That old man Laundrie, I swear he does. He's something else. With the third card, the Empress card, again, this whole thing about a mother figure who is like, trying to be the quintessential, like, earth mother type of thing. That's a whole bunch of crock. And we know who that is, right? Trying to come across as, oh, look at me, poor thing. We know it's a sister. I am 100% sure that the family, all that story about her coming out to the her coming out to the public and saying, oh, you know what, I feel like I think she made a statement, yes, somebody did send me that link, where I think she said that she doesn't even know if her parents are involved or not, and somebody was saying that she's being thrown under the bus. Y'all, seriously, nobody's throwing, her parents aren't throwing her under the bus. This is so well planned, this family is so well communicating with each other. In all honesty, do you seriously think that they will not be able to communicate with each other? Maybe their phone lines are tapped, maybe their emails are tapped, maybe all that is there, but you seriously think there's no other way to communicate? Like, really? How do you know who else is helping them, right? And I do believe that Ding Dong Ding Along was in their home for at least 12 to 18 hours before they he slipped out or he was hidden or something like that, 100%. Now, somebody sent me an email or a comment saying that, can you please ask a question if he was in a bunker type of thing? I doubt it. I don't see that, because again, when I pull the next set of cards, we know. but I'm not thinking that's the case. Also, if you were in a bunker type of place, the dogs would have picked up his scent, 100%. Okay. Now moving on. Why is Sagittarius here? Why is Mars here? They are taking action. They are 100% taking action. They are setting up things and aiming. And that aim, look at the Sagittarius, all ready to blast off the bow and that arrow. They're going for the center of this. See this? The Able card, they are aiming for this right here, the bullseye. Okay? And they're going to hit the bullseye. Now okay, let's finish this because I'm getting a little thing. Venus, definitely that female who I said is the younger female who was probably Brian's schoolmate that he grew up with or whatever, she's definitely involved in the sense that she has assisted him to a certain extent, at least to a small certain extent. Now, she has assisted him to a certain extent. That's what I'm going to say. Now, with Uranus is very, very interesting. We'll see if the star card pops up or the Aquarius card pops up later. With the Uranus, it's all about sudden changes and shocks. So I definitely foresee that there are going to be some things that are going to pop up where it is going to be shocking. It's almost going to be like the case has done a 180. I'm telling y'all. I'm seriously thinking. We'll also see why I got the 12. Well, 12th of course Capricorn, because Capricorn popped up and it's Saturn, and Mars of course popped up because we have Aries and we have the Mars card. Oh my God, this is crazy, y'all. It'll all time, you guys. It'll all time, I assure you. There we go. At least to a certain extent you can see the cards. So let's. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. I feel like the police are not paying attention to something the neighbors are telling them. I feel like they are. Okay, let me do that. I feel like some people, the neighbors, have stepped forth with some critical, crucial information, but it's kind of going under the radar. Maybe the police have taken a statement from them, but I don't know if they're actually pursuing it. There's also an off chance that the police are being very nonchalant about this and they don't want to disclose it because then the word may get around and then, whatever dragnet they have put out there to catch these fools, somebody may slip through them and run away type of thing. So there is a possibility. Now, did law enforcement kind of drop the ball on this one? I feel they certainly did. How do you not put a tail on that house? How do you not put a watch on that house? Like I think I discussed this in one of the earlier videos. Sure, from a legal perspective, maybe like they can, but come on, y'all, when they do, like for example, the DEA and all that, when they have a suspect or they think there's going to be a whatever, they don't have to necessarily get a court order from a judge or somebody to say we're going to put surveillance on this particular home or person. They can do it on the quiet and the down low too. All they need is their captain to give them permission, right? So I'm surprised that they didn't do that. If they did that, then they would have been able to figure out when this fool actually slipped out the house and went, right? So I'm surprised with law enforcement. I feel like they definitely did drop the ball. Now, having said that, I feel, okay, let me rephrase that. It's like almost there's a lag in law enforcement. Whatever it is they're doing now, they are at least a week late. Okay, it's, how they say, within the first 48 hours is when you have the highest chance of being able to resolve a murder or find the killer or such, right? Or even a missing person. Within the first 24 hours or within the first 48 hours is the most crucial time, and then the longer it takes, your chances keep diminishing. I feel that's what happened here. So law enforcement should know that. Why did they have that lag? I feel like almost a week delayed. So that leads me to believe that something else is going on here. Now, a lot of people email and said, oh, is there somebody in law enforcement? Is there a captain who's helping this case, like helping the family? I wouldn't go so far as to say that. I wouldn't. But I did say that it wasn't just his parents who helped him. It's almost like, look, we are going to hand you over. We'll do so much for you until you reach this point. And once you reach that point, somebody else is going to take over to assist you, and then therefore like that. So he has had help from multiple people. Absolutely slam dunk he has. So let's get on with this reading. Gabby, are you going to visit us today? I don't know. I'm not sensing her energy around me as yet. I feel like she has had injuries, but they were shrugged off because they were like, oh, you tumbled and fell, or you did this or you did that, and I don't think she told anybody. Now, is there a clear case of domestic violence between the two of them? Yeah, and she wasn't, I'm not saying this to disrespect Gabby. Whatever the case may be, she didn't deserve to die, right? I know that. But she wasn't the kind of, she was very loving and nice, etc., but she wasn't the kind who would like just take a good beating type. No woman should, no man should, nobody should. Please know where I'm coming from. I'm not saying it in a derogatory way or anything like that. She'd be like, I'm going to kick your ass, buddy, Would she physically be able to do that? That's another thing. But at least a simple thing like pushing him away, or step away from me, or get away from me, or, she wouldn't be totally submissive is basically what I'm saying. I have a feeling that a couple, 2-3 times he has bruised her or something like that, and she's been annoyed at him, and then he's come back and said, oh, I'm so sorry. Affairs of the heart, man, I'm telling you, it's so difficult, the Stockholm syndrome, even though, smart, intelligent women, smart, intelligent men who have been in abusive relationships, there is a spark of cognizance in their mind, a spark of rationale left that they know they have to get away. They know they have to get away. But for whatever reason, the psychology of it, they end up actually helping the person. Oh, I don't know. You know what I mean when I say the Stockholm syndrome, right? So I feel like that has been kind of swept under the carpet as far as her bruises are concerned. I am also going to say a couple of her friends at times have said, hey, what's that on your neck? Or hey, what's that on your shoulder? Or what happened here on your arm or your wrist or your arm over here? And she's like, oh no, when we're doing this hiking or that hiking, like I almost tipped over and Brian grabbed me to stop me, otherwise I would have had a bad fall or something. She has actually had those conversations with people. Please check. Somebody confirm it and get back to me. She's like, yes, it's true. Now she's coming through. Let's see what she has to say. Oh my goodness. Am I holding it upside down? No. I'll show you. Wait, let me see. Let me move that back. There. Oh, darn it. How do we do this? There. At least you can see some of the cards, right? There. Sorry y'all, I'm trying to fix this so that y'all can watch. And okay, maybe. Okay. The top of my head is cut off. I hate that, but There we go. It's a little bit better, but this part, oh well. I hate that. I don't know. It's a pet peeve, I think. I don't know. There we go. I'll just move over, right? Oh, okay. So, okay. So we have the Two of Cups in reverse. We have the Sun card, right? And then we have the Page of Swords, and then we have the Page of Wands, and then we have the Nine of Wands in reverse, and then we have the Hierophant. So I think a more Two of Cups, of course, it's that romantic love, partnership, proposals, marriage, whatever. So if they did plan on getting married, etc., you know, of course they called each other fiance and fiance or whatever. If they did get to marry each other, I guarantee when all the drama went down, when she had a fight with him or he fought with her or whatever, and the police were involved, when we saw that on the police camera, West camera, she was definitely thinking that I don't think I want to go through with this. This is kind of over. This phase is over. I'm seeing a side of him that I don't like. But still, she wasn't coming right out, and she wasn't like, oh my God, yeah. She 100% was like, yeah, this isn't going to work. I'm going to have to rethink the fact, whether I want to marry him or not. She was 100% thinking of that. So you guys can see, right, the cards. Okay, and then with the Sun card, the happy times, the joy, that sort of a stuff. I feel like she was almost in a spot where she was like, I need to take a step. No, she was in a spot where I need to take a step back, but I'm also going to revisit this, make a decision regarding this, but then I also want to go in a completely different direction. I feel like she was wanting to start off something new, be it a project or go somewhere or do something that was going to be new and different. I have a feeling it could be a project. She was keen on starting off a new project for sure. He most certainly didn't like the fact that she was popular. Like wherever they went out, people would gravitate to her first and then him. He was not happy about that. He did kick her from the back, make an impact. So anyway, that'll come. I didn't get a clear picture in that. I just felt kicking from behind. So Nine of Wands in reverse, right? And what is the Nine of Wands? It's keeping and maintaining boundaries and being persistent, right? Nine of Wands. And you can see clearly she is also in this particular tarot, if you look at the imagery, it's almost like she's going out searching for something. This lady is going out in the dark and under the shroud of darkness, under the cloak of darkness. She's trying to find something, and she's like being very stealthy about it, afraid almost. So this leads me to believe that Gabby was definitely considering like taking a step back, moving away, reconsidering, and she was most certainly thinking that like she's telling me, I think at the back of my head I knew where this was going to go. We were not going to get married, and I wanted to step away from him. As much as she wanted to maintain the relationship, she knew in heart of hearts that this wasn't going well. She originally thought it would go. The Hierophant is a Taurus card, right? It talks about mercy, compassion, need for approval, conformity, mind, body, and spirit. she definitely was the kind of a person who's like, if I make a commitment, I'm going to do my best to keep that commitment. And a little bit, I don't know how religious she was, but she did believe in God. She did believe in all those higher self and all those things. And I also feel like she was most certainly kind of warned that by him, that if she kept it up, something would happen to her. And I'm also seeing that as far as this is not a nice picture. I'm also seeing that she was being threatened in the name of God, in the name of church, that if you do this, God's never going to forgive you, the church is never going to forgive you. Almost like a emotional, religious blackmail. You know what I mean? And she did not like that, because she was of the opinion that no, I'm not going to be forsaken. I mean, no, nothing I'm doing here is going to warrant that from God per se. So why are you even talking about it? Almost like very stern. If you do this, this is going to happen, And just remember, I warned you, I told you, and I'm not going to tell you this again. And oh my God, did I stain my shirt? No, I'm never going to tell you this again. Yeah, I think I did. No, I'm never going to give you this warning again. I'm never going to tell you this again, and you better behave or else type of a thing. I feel she was definitely warned. There was a lot of control going on over there. And she's telling me that whole relationship was a false relationship. She's saying it was a big lie. There was so much of falsity on the family side. They never liked her from the very get-go. Yeah, look, I'll show you. Hang on. Want me to pull these two? Look. Here, let me show you the cards first. Right? Right under this is reversed. Look who pops up. So we have the Lover's card upright, we have the Eight of Swords upright, we have the Three of Swords upright, the Six of Cups upright, and the Empress upright. Didn't we get the Empress, the 3 in the other deck as well? Yeah, we did. There's definitely a third person involved, in the sense that Gabby found out that he was carrying on with somebody else, or he was talking to somebody else, and she was not happy about it. Okay, look at this card. Okay, Gabby found out about these two, and she was not happy. The moment Ding Dong Ding Along found out that Gabby found out, he decided to look at her dress. Can you see her dress? Can you see her dress is almost like red? And look at this lady's dress. Doesn't this one and this one look similar? Yeah, the moment he found out that Gabby found out, he tried to control her, tried to box her in, tried to kind of contain her, tried to almost limit her in some way, constraints, limit her in some way, so that she won't be able to do anything about it. And then we have the Three of Swords. Gabby 100% felt like, yes, it was three people in a relationship, and there should only be 2 people in a relationship. She definitely felt like she was stabbed in the heart. She definitely felt like he had betrayed her. Absolutely, without a doubt. Excuse me. Heartbreak, divorce, loss, and depression. Absolutely, she was definitely heartbroken about it, and she was a little bit depressed. She's like, I invested so much of time, and I gave you unconditional love. I gave you more than 100% of me. Why are you doing this to me? Why didn't you tell me before? He did tell her that towards the end. He did say, I'm not liking you as much. I never really liked you. You were the one who were falling all over yourself, falling all over me. I wasn't like that. You were the one who pursued me. That type of thing. And that hurt her even more. He literally gaslighted her. That hurt her even more. She's like, why didn't you tell me then? Why did you accept my affections? Why were you so receptive of my affections? Like, why? I'll tell you one thing. Her parents never were convinced that this was a good relationship for her. I guarantee that. Then we have the Six of Cups. Oh my God, it hurts so bad over here. Oh. She was hurt substantially here too, yeah. Bruised, and I'm just so curious to know the autopsy results. She was definitely hurt here as well. I see either a clear fracture or a big gash or a wound or something here. 100%. Like, where's my shoulder? This is my, I'm trying to kind of see this part. I'm feeling really bruised over there, like really hurting. And I didn't knock against anything or anything. So, anyhow, Six of Cups. Six of Cups. What is the Six of Cups? You know, it's nostalgia, it's gifts, it's innocence, it's reunions, etc., etc. But Six of Cups to me says she was thinking about, she was being homesick, and she was like, when am I going to get home? Look at this card. The card explains this. She's like, I just want to go home. You know, I just want to go home. And another thing I'll tell you, she saw something transpire in the Laundrie's home that freaked her out. She found out something about them. She saw something transpire in their home by mistake. She was not supposed to witness it, but by mistake, she happened to walk in or saw something or found out something and flipped her out. And I think that's where this card says, keep your mouth shut, or you be warned, or else type of thing, I almost feel. And guess who? The Empress. I have a feeling she was also pregnant, y'all. I think I said it way back when, and I'm going to say it now. I'm very curious to know about the autopsy results. Either she had just found out she was pregnant, or she thought she was pregnant, because that pregnancy is coming up. I don't think they wanted, if she was pregnant, they definitely didn't want her to be. And I think that's also part of the reason why they're using the church and religion, saying it's against the law to abort or this or that or whatever. And she's like, I can do whatever I want, it's my body type of thing. Oh my God, I just want that freaking fool, man. I want I can't. Now, this whole thing about Dog the Bounty Hunter and John Walsh and all that, well, I just want you to know, I have so much respect for Equisearch and, you know, all these people. I mean, they've been in the industry, well, I shouldn't call it the industry, but it is, you know, the field of detective work, etc., for decades now, right? So they certainly do have the expertise and the knowledge, but having said that, I don't think much is going to come off that. Sorry, I just don't think anything much is going to come off that. One question I do have is, I'm surprised that I don't think the family had her physical body for her memorial, because I think they're going to hold on to that just in the case, just in the event, just in the case. They haven't released her back to her family. She's talking about wanting to wear her white summer dress, the one with the straps and the square neck. Straps and the square neck. She's saying, she's talking about wanting to wear that dress. She said she liked that dress and she liked that hat, like the sun hat, the straw hat. She said she liked it. She's saying whenever she'd get sunburned a lot more on, like right by her bra straps over here, you know, over here. She'd get sunburned there a lot more than anywhere else on her body. Like that'll be the place that had like the highest intensity of a sunburn. Oh. She's going through these phases where she has absolutely no emotions, that she feels nothing for him, not hatred, not sadness, not love, not anger, not nothing. And then she says, I hate him. So she's kind of figuring it out herself. I think she hasn't she hasn't figured that out yet. I don't know why she does this. Because a couple times when I read the reading, she was very clear. I have no anger, no feelings, no nothing for him. And now she's like, I hate him. I don't know. I don't know what that is all about. Let's get these cards. Show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see. Am I holding it upside down? No. See, I'm surprised because she's vacillating through these emotions. No, I'm not holding it up and down, and yet, so we have the 6. 6 is rewards, money, coming rewards, money, prosperity, that sort of a thing. That's in the reverse. The soldier, judgmental, harsh, cold man, a very dark man, that's in the reverse. Then we have abundance, meadows, flowers, rewards from wise choices in the upright. Then we have hate and fear in the reverse. And then we have executioner, criminal, wrath of a male in the reverse. So what this tells me is very clearly this, okay, that whatever rewards that they thought they were going to get, whatever rewards as in whatever they thought they could get away with, they thought they were going to get away with it. And, the money and the opportunity of saving their money and doing all those things, they thought they're being very smart and they'll be able to safeguard all of that. No, not really. Laundrie family, not really. Then we have the soldier, judgmental, harsh, cold man, and a very dark man. One thing I want to ask, and I have no idea, does Brian Laundrie's father and or his grandfather, I don't know why I'm saying grandfather, because I'm seeing a very mature male over here, like almost a granddad. Is Brian's father or grandfather in the military, or what was in the military, some division of the military. Then we have abundance, meadows of flower, rewards from wise choices. That is speaking to the Petito family, that they will get their rewards, that there will be an abundance of rewards, almost like a victory based upon the wise choices they make. Now, what could those choices be? It could be, what kind of a case do we want to file against these people, right? Like, I'm sure the attorney will tell them, right? Do you want to go after the Laundries on a civil case, and what kind of charges do you want to file on them? Let's be realistic about it. These people are really considering, what they need to do, and they are also taking advice from their legal guardian. And there are 5 people involved here, which is Gabby's biological father, biological mother, and their respective spouses. And the 5th person is their attorney. These 4 people, Gabby's parents, biological as well as stepdad or stepmom, are very, very in agreement with each other, and they're genuinely taking advice from whoever their attorney is, because they know the attorney is like not kind of blowing wind up their skirts, if you will, but giving them good solid advice. So 5 people, the 5 of them. I'm also saying that the attorney over there is going to be a little bit of a what's the word I'm looking at? There is going to be a little bit of a commotion between Gabby's biological father and biological mother, because I feel like the biological father is kind of a little bit, has some animosity towards the biological mother. I don't know why and I don't know what for, but somehow, somewhere he feels that if only they had done this and this, this wouldn't have happened, type of a thing. I don't know who she stayed with more. Did she stay a lot more with her father or her mother? But I'm seeing that the biological father kind of is a little bit more annoyed at these people. It could be something as simple as maybe they made a statement that he feels they shouldn't have made, or maybe they said or did something that he feels that they shouldn't have done or said. So he's got a little bit of anger over there, and I can understand his frustrations or whatever, but they're going to resolve it. I'm sorry, y'all, my phone dinged again. It's because of this deliveries. Okay, so are you going? Sorry, y'all, okay. So I feel like this whole hate and fear and all this nonsense that, they have towards the Laundrie family, it's almost like their emotions are flatlined. The Petito family, Gabby's parents, I feel like their emotions towards the Laundries is almost flatlined. Now, you know how you go through those moments of please, beseeching and asking and, and then you go through this little bit of animosity, then the animosity level increases and it's absolute aggression, like not aggression as I'm going to kick your butt, although I'm sure they must have thought it, butting of heads, and then they start getting a bit more aggressive, like give us information, you know what I mean. But now it's like they're flatline, and that is very scary, which means that now they're thinking with their head, not with their heart. And that's when the decisions are going to be made, which is going to affect the Laundrie family. And then we have the executioner criminal, the rat and the male. I wouldn't be surprised if this fellow bumps himself off. I am not surprised. And I am not surprised at all if this grandfather fellow is also helping Brian. I have a feeling that the grandfather had something to do, as did Brian's father, had something to do with the military or the police or the Green Beret or whatever beret or something like that. Although I don't know how people with such questionable moral compass would be ever involved in any part of our defense or military or Green Beret or whatever, but she's talking about a little white dog. I don't know who has a little white dog in their family. I can tell you, like a Maltipoo type of dog. She's not giving me a name. She's talking about that dog. I don't know who has that dog. She's saying that they never really liked me. She's showing me a picture of her sitting on a wooden, you know how in ranches and all, you just have that wooden, like a cutting board almost, and then they make a swing out of it and hang it on an old tree. I see her sitting on something like that, and she's not crying, she's not angry, she's just like very solemn and somber, and she's saying they never liked me. They never really did like me, which is so sad. What a waste of such a beautiful soul and that ding dong family. How the heck did this get in there? Hang on, you guys. Let me make sure my cards are all yeah. Yeah, my energy is running out. I don't know why. Ooh, baby, not a good thing. So I have the Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Cups, the Emperor, the Ten of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. Oh my goodness. Ten of Pentacles is showing me that there is going to be a little bit of rejoicing. There is going to be a little bit of a get-together. Like people are going to rejoice. Some development in the case, some news. Queen of Pentacles, and did I see a Ten of Pentacles? No. The Queen of Pentacles is, oh my goodness, is that woman, man, that what's her face's name? The Brian Laundrie's mom. I feel like she controls the family. She controls the family money. She controls the family. She's like, I'm willing to give whatever it takes to be able to resolve this. And the Three of Cups, as we all know, is friendship. It's like celebrations, people supporting each other and having a good old time. And I feel like the public is doing this. I feel like this is the public. They are rejoicing. Some new nice development with regards to this case is going to pop up. And you have the Emperor card. The Emperor card is ruled by Aries, which is Mars, which is independence, accumulation of wealth, being a leader, etc., right? So I do feel like that Martian energy, like people are going to be very, very, I feel like during the full moon in October, when is it, 20th to 23rd or 22nd and 23rd? You know how the full moon and new moon, the energy is like a couple days before and after, they say it kind of builds up intensity. I feel like something substantial is going to come through it then, and then you have the Ten of Swords. Ooh, baby. Ten of Swords is like complete loss. It's like I've been stabbed, I can't get up, there's no way out, I'm completely done for, I'm over and done for. Yeah, over and done for, sure. And then you have the Five of Pentacles, definitely feeling like, you have been left out in the cold, poverty, issues with regards to finances, concerned about finances. And I feel like this is Ryan too. If he's still out there, he is kind of coming to his wit's end, because he's like, I'm almost at my wit's end. I can't do this anymore. I don't have any more money to go and survive on my own. I feel like I'm left out in the cold, absolute poverty. And why do I have to live like this? I don't need to live like this. I can fix this, but I'm not going back. He doesn't want to come back. He's more afraid of the public humiliation than anything else, because he's so ego-driven, right? He's like, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. And look at this, the Judgment card. He is like standing there and contemplating freedom of his own, because he's like, okay, fine, I am going to now take a giant leap of faith and jump off the mountaintop or whatever, and I'm going to be absolutely free and I'll be over and done with. And this also says there's a little bit of victory as far as the legal department is concerned. So either way, judgment is going to be served, but not as much as it should have been served, if you know what I mean. So I don't think Brian is going to come back alive. I greatly doubt it. If at all they find him, they will find his remains. And he will 99.9%, I feel 99.99% he would have died because he committed suicide. This is very, very telling. Very telling. I don't know if I want to do this. Just give me a second. Oh my God, why do they have to keep banging the doors like that? No, I'm not going to do that. That's too much. Too much for now. I don't even have a spot to keep this. Oh my God, stop banging the door, man. Shoot. It annoys me when people do that. And the only person who does this is this son of mine, my older one. My younger one doesn't do that. The older one is very loud. He's like bang, bang, bang. You can hear him walk. Like, I love them both. Of course I do. But it's like this fellow, he is like very loud in the sense that the doors don't get shut softly and that sort of a thing. And I pisses the snot out of me. But it is what it is. I don't know, y'all. Let me just shuffle this. I don't know if I want to use these cards, but let me shuffle this and see like what comes of it. And if something good comes of it, I'll read it. I mean, I will read it out, but it may not pertain, it may not make sense now. Saying take this one. I will be surprised if the death card pops up. Okay, let's see. I don't know if this is making any sense to me. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to share this with y'all. It's just that something new I wanted to kind of put, but it's more like a spiritual thing, like this deck. It's not like a tarot deck where this is more a spiritual deck. It's based on the Bhagavad Gita, which is literal translations, which mean the Song of Gods in Sanskrit. Sanskrit is the mother of all colloquial languages in Asia, Southeast Asia, subcontinent of Asia, India, wherever, all this part of the world. And Sanskrit is to all these languages what, more so to Indian languages, what Latin is to South American languages, okay? So the Bhagavad Gita was written in Sanskrit, and it's a very, very interesting, if you really want to understand Hinduism, etc., reading that is very, very insightful. So this is based on the Bhagavad Gita, and I just got it because it was more for a spiritual thing, and I was hoping I'll get some spiritual guidance, but I'm just waiting, y'all. I'm just waiting because I have a feeling there's going to be another influx of energy, so I'm just doing this in the interim period of time. Yeah, I'm just going to leave this because 100%, like 100%, and I figured that out. No, this one. Yes, Amma. Hang on, y'all, hang on. You know what blows my mind about the Laundrie family, y'all? The fact that, like, their expressions, like, my God, they must have some tremendous self-control, right? Because at least once, they could have said way back in the beginning, told the cameraman, we have nothing to say, or no comment, or please stay off our property, or, please not in our face, or leave us alone, or something like that. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Like, where are their emotions? How can you do that? Even if you're guilty, at some point in time when you have so much of unwarranted attention on you, your mindset will kind of start playing a little tricks on you, and you'd kind of want to push back, right? Nothing. Not once have they had an interaction with anybody. Not that I've seen. Like, how are they so stoic and so self-controlled? That is a red flag to me. It's like, buddy. Okay, let's ask again. Shoot. Okay. Will Brian Laundrie be captured alive? Will Brian Laundrie be captured alive? I don't think so, but will Brian Laundrie be captured alive? Okay. 6. 13. Absolutely no. There is a no here, but I'm going to write this down because I sensed something over here. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 71, 81, 82, 91, 100. Oh my goodness, 100. See that? This is scary. 100, okay, which is basically 10, okay. Is Brian Laundrie going to be captured alive? Is Brian Laundrie going to be captured alive? Grand Laundrie going to be captured alive. Shuffle again, they say. Oh my God, blue shirt. What about a blue shirt? Okay. I don't know, y'all. I'm saying something, my cards are saying something else, but second time the cards say yes. I don't know. Who knows? 20. Is again another 10. Oh my goodness. If you add 100, it boils down to 10, and 10 is 10. So 10th house is, yeah, morals, reputation, life goals. Yeah, he is very concerned about his morals. Not morals, his reputation. He is very concerned about his reputation. He is very worried about being hung by the public, like his reputation his reputation getting the death sentence more than his physical self. So only one time I got 2 aces out of the 3. This time nothing. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 9 and 1, 10 again. Oh my goodness. Okay, 10th house. Okay. 10 is completion, y'all. 10 basically is like 10th house in the zodiac is Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, okay? And Saturn is all about restriction. Saturn is all about holding back. Saturn is like, okay, no more having fun and enjoying yourself. You need to stay put and finish your homework and clean up your room and do all that stuff. And 10th house also rules your career, your reputation, your morals and life goals. But I feel like for him, it's more his reputation that he's worried about. And I feel like, and 10 also is a completion. Like if you look at the 10 of cups, it's like overwhelming emotions. It's like that complete, oh my God. I'm so sorry. I really apologize. If there was any way I could have paused this video and then gone and taken care of this and come back, I would have done that in a heartbeat. I sincerely apologize. This is a very, very important package that I'm expecting, and I have to have it like, actually I should have had it like by noon today. This is regarding my work. It's the courier service. He's standing right outside the gate and he's asking me, where is your apartment? I'm like, dude, you're killing me, man. So I do apologize. I sincerely apologize for that. So what can I say? This is my life. And this phone, they better not be calling me again. Usually I tend to switch it off, and I didn't expect them to be delivering it. I thought they're not going to do it today. They'll only come tomorrow. And so the company I work for, they're like, we need it all approved by tomorrow 10 a.m. I'm like, this guy hasn't delivered this stuff. Like, what do you want me to approve? I need to put some signatures. And they don't accept digital signatures for this particular whatever is going on. I won't get into it. Usually digital signatures are good, but for this, they're like, no, we actually need a physical signature. I'm like, on that physical document. I'm like, dude, so sorry, y'all. I'm so terribly sorry. I know y'all may get annoyed at me for just walking off the camera for a couple of minutes, but killing me. If I show you the packet, you will be blown away because you're supposed to be documents and the outer packet is completely crushed. I'm afraid to open it, but anywho, it is what it is. Very annoying, very, very annoying. People don't get mad at me. I sincerely apologize. I know it's not very professional, but this is something I can't help. It is actually regarding my primary profession, so I do apologize for that. pisses the snot out of me when they do that. It's like, and I was like, y'all haven't even sent me the papers. What do you want me to do? Oh, ma'am, I'm so sorry. Yeah, but I was like, all right. It's not on me, it's on you guys. Yeah. Okay. Magician card has come up quite a bit. See the Fool card also. Look. This thing about being very nonchalant and being like, thinking like, oh, I am the magician, I have the ability to create whatever I want, and therefore I'm going to create this carefree, or I am this carefree person, and I have created magic, and I have put everything together. Oh, excuse me. He has all the four, right? The elements, the fire, the air, the water, and earth. And he is able to create whatever he wants out of it. So he's feeling very empowered and thinking that he fluctuates that, oh, I'm going to be able to get away with this, but then I'm going to take off as, without a worry in the world, and they'll never catch me. But here we have the Force card, the 11, which is in the traditional tarot, it is Libra, but then it could also mean the Strength card. I have a feeling that he is most definitely, yes, when he decided to run away, he definitely had that attitude and that mindset that he's going to be able to get away with it, and no, they're never going to catch me. And of course his mother and his father must have put all these ideas in his head. Oh, don't worry about it, it's so easy to get lost, whether it is on the Pacific Rim or whether it is on the Appalachian Trail or whatever it may be. It's so easy, it's okay, don't worry about it, we got it, you're going to be free, you're going to go underground for a little bit and then you'll be fine. But he has subsequently come to find out how much focus this case has had on him, focus the public has had on this, and day by day he is losing his strength, he is losing that conviction, he is losing that that confidence that he's going to get away with it. And the person who is giving him more confidence, who is kind of saying, you better hang in there, you better not quit now, is his mom, nobody else. Now, one more thing I'm going to say. Okay, this is so far-fetched, y'all. Y'all may think I'm crazy, but every time this card comes up, all that I think about is mountain lions. I have no idea why. And this card, the Strength card and this Force card has come up quite a few times. I really have no idea why. I couldn't tell you why. But hang in there. I'm telling you now, if the Aquarius card pops out, or if the Leo card pops out, or if the Sun card pops out, then I'm going to back. That will be my validation for this. He is losing strength every day, and his mother is literally putting the strength in him, and his mother is the one who is like, don't worry about it, we'll find a way, we'll figure it out, we'll get it. Initial contact was made to his father, initial phone call, okay? And then it was almost like the phone call was dropped because it's like, what the hell is he talking? He say hi or whatever, and then he calls back again, and then it hits them and it says, oh shoot. And then they're like, okay, get rid of this phone and get that phone and do this and do that and so and so and so and so, and then all the call. They worked fast, man. This family worked so fast. You have to give them credit for that. I mean, they really worked very fast, very stealthily and very fast. Oh my goodness. No, Saturn. Yeah, playing over there, Scorpio. I can't. Did I show you these three cards? Let me show you. Sorry. What did I say? Look who popped up. Aquarius. And look who popped up. Saturn. And who rules Aquarius? Saturn and Uranus. And what is Scorpio about? 5, 6, 7, 8th house. Will, secrets, yeah, regeneration, trying to regenerate, And then we have Aquarius, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11th house. 11th house is groups, friends, like-minded people, etc. And then we have Saturn. Saturn rules Capricorn, and Saturn rules, who else? Who else does Saturn rule? And Aquarius. So Capricorn is also that sexual energy, that sort of a thing, which is 10th house. 10th house is reputation and life goals, etc. So I know that's all like, blah, 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 but hang on, let's tie it up together. So 100% this whole thing about I am a magician, I can get away with this, or we can create magic and take care of it, and you will be able to walk off into the never never land and be happy and be free. I am the magician, we can create magic, set you on the course of freedom, and then I'm losing strength, I'm losing confidence. Hey, but no, don't do that. We are here to give you the backup, and we are your strength, and we will give you the strength and the backup, and we have the confidence in you. You can do that, as opposed to, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. I'm losing my confidence. I'm losing my head. I can't stay on the straight and narrow for much longer. I don't know how much longer I'm going to take. Right here. Saturn makes you go inward and think. Saturn makes you reflect. Saturn forces you to look at things that you have been neglecting or avoiding or not wanting to acknowledge. Saturn is like, I'm going to kick you in your nutsacks if you don't look at this the way you're supposed to. Okay, Saturn is like that. And Saturn, just look at the imagery, right? And Saturn is going like honey bunches of oats. You are playing over here. You are playing marbles over here. You're not going to win the game. It's not like when you go back to school and when you are a 3rd, 4th or 5th grade, you would play with all those little, your action figures and all that, and you win. You're now playing with fire. You are literally playing with fire. How do you think it's going to work out for you? One way or the other, you're going to get burnt. And this fool is not learning his lesson. And one thing I want to share with y'all is I had done a meditation, and just for my own benefit, to get clarity and to get some validations and clarity on this case. And then I had I do this automatic writing, if you will. And I don't do that on camera. That's just something that I do very, very rarely, if at all I ever do it on camera. I think once I had done it. I don't remember which video though. It's very, very scary actually, because I don't even know what I'm writing, and then it's all a bunch of scribbles, and then when I go back and read it, and it's like scary. The messages is literally like somebody has taken out control over my hand and they're writing the words out. Some of the words really don't make sense. It's not necessarily sentences. It could be just words. It could be, that sort of a stuff. And I had meditated and I did some automatic writing, if you will, for whatever you want to call it. And some of the messages I received was that family, okay, is going through a very, very, very bad phase in their family life, and this is going to go on for 7 years. Okay, 7 years is when this is going to go on for. And then I was like, okay, this is crazy, 7 years. So I ended up pulling some cards, and I said, okay, if anything here shows me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, anything here that shows me or indicates towards the number 7, or if Saturn comes out, or if Pluto comes out, or Uranus comes out, then I will say that's validation. And guess who showed up when I did those cards? I wish I had recorded it. I didn't, but of course, if you guys don't see, you'll be like, well, we didn't see it, we won't believe you. Well, I don't care whether you believe or not. This is what happened. There's no reason for me to lie about that stuff. So Saturn came up, Pluto came up, and I was like, okay, this is kind of getting a little bit weird. And then we had Neptune pop up, okay, Saturn, Pluto, Neptune, and guess who popped up? Jupiter. These are heavy, heavy hitters. And then I was like, okay, this is crazy. I mean, this is like Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune. It's like, okay. And then you have the other heavy hitters like Uranus and then Mars. it's like, okay, this is like reiterating and validating the 7 years. So that leads me to believe that this family, this drama is going to drag on for 7 years for them. So what I'm saying is, whether they capture Brian Laundrie and bring him back home, whether he kicks the bucket because he's mauled by a mountain lion or something like that, whether he decides to jump off a cliff or roll off a mountain or go dive off a cliff or whatever the heck he does, or hang himself or shoot himself or whatever he does, whichever way it turns out, as far as Brian Laundrie's life is concerned, the legalities and the stresses for this family, the parents and the sister, is going to be for 7 years. I am also at this point in time saying, if the father, camera, come back on, man, dang it, seriously. If the father and mother ever get sentenced for anything, obstruction of justice, or harboring a criminal, or obstruct or meddling with the evidence, or whatever that drama may be, if they do get sentenced, it is going to be a minimum of 7 years. Their sentencing will be for a minimum of 7 years. I am also saying one more time, I doubt if the father is going to be able to deal with his health issues. Hang on a second. So 11, 12. Wait, we have two 11s here. So there you go. The force card, which is 11, and Aquarius, which is 11. So that's 22. 2 and 2 is 4. Look, 4th house is emotional home, mother, family, roots, the affairs at the end of life. So definitely this family is going to have some deep doo-doo. But you know what? They did the doo-doo themselves, right? And then, so we have, okay, hang on, 22 plus 8 is 30, plus 19 is 49, 50. And then we have 0. So what does 50 say? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of speculation. Yes, 5 also signifies, love affairs. 5, the number 5 also signifies kids. The number 5 also signifies warring, like exchange of words, arguments. Think about the 5 of Wands. Think about the 5 of Swords. Think about the 5 of Pentacles. Think about the 5 of Cups. Anything with regards to 5, the number 5, is not necessarily a positive thing. So I feel that this family for the next 7 years is going to deal with loss and regret, grief and feeling abandoned. They are going to deal with health issues, isolation, financial loss, illness. They are going to be having situations where there's going to be theft, violence. They are going to be in situations where people are going to literally bully them. And as we can see that happening already. Then 5 also signifies that the family is going to have a lot of rivalry, challenges, obstacles. So the family is in for a crazy ride, y'all. And then after all of that drama, we have 8 pop up in the middle. Guess who 8 is? 8 is Mars and Pluto, right? Mars is that fury, feisty energy. It's that anger. Mars is that, think about it, Mars, it's fury, it's feisty, it's anger, it's hot, 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 baby. So it's like a lot of that Martian energy is also there. And then you have Pluto, and Mars is like burn, baby, burn, and Pluto is like water, it's like regeneration. So you're literally going to explode and then completely kind of incinerate, and it's all going to be ashes. And from then, if at all you're blessed, if at all you make an effort, you may be able to regenerate and come out of it. But I doubt it's going to be easy. I'm telling you, the family members are definitely going to be like minimum sentencing 7 years. That's what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, I'm so mad still for that little disruption, y'all. I am terribly, I'm sorry if you heard me be a little agitated and short. I was upset. I was like, dude, why are you calling me now and ringing the bell now? It's like, my God. But anyhow. And the star card shows up after all of this. Unbelievable. Remember way back when I was saying I'd be surprised? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the star card shows up, or I think I said, let's see if the star card shows up, which is Aquarius. Hope, man, really, that's the only thing. Hope and hoping that something unexpected is going to help. Something unexpected is going to help. Pisces. The Sun card. Virgo. I got it. Yeah, whatever. Good luck with that. The Lover's card. Did this dude seriously think he would have 2 relationships and get away with it? And the Sun card, are you kidding me? Well, she wanted to pop out. That's fine. Let me show you, y'all, from the top. Okay. Oh, actually, Virgo. I don't know why I was holding it that funny. Now, the Empress is ruled by Venus, correct? Wait, let's take it from the top. The star card is hope and help from an unexpected source. And we have Pisces. Pisces is ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. And Neptune is all about confusions and illusions. And Jupiter is like, go bigger. Right? So, when we talk about Neptune being ruled by Jupiter and by Neptune, they do have the issues of, they think big, but then a lot of that is illusions, dreaminess, it's emotional, it's like the wandering mind, that sort of a thought. Very, very high imagination. And then we have the star card. The Sun card, of course. What is it about? It's happy times, expansions, new horizons. It's shedding the light of something. It's a good relationship. It's giving the relationship a go ahead. All the nice, good, happy stuff. But remember, the sun also burns. It burns. Okay, you'll get a bad sunburn too. Sun can completely destroy it. Talk about the solar eclipses. Talk about, all the times when it would be 120, 130, 40 degrees and you can crack an egg in the middle of the street and it would burn and cook in like 20 seconds or whatever. So the sun can do that. Sun is not all about, oh, happy, make hay while the sun shines, yada, yada, yada. The sun can give you a bad, bad burn, okay? And the sun card also typically, talks about children, okay? It's the children also. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Then we have, oh my God, they're telling me to say, whatever her face's name is, I want to say Alicia, but I could be wrong. Brian's sister. I don't know how old those kids are. I really don't know how old those kids are, but I guarantee some telephone conversations were had in the presence of the children. I guarantee if they were to be interrogated, they will say something that nobody in law enforcement thought they would hear. It is so far out there that will be almost like incriminating evidence. It's like a slam dunk as to how far this family has assisted ding-dong, ding-along in getting away with it. That it's like that'll be enough to bring them all in. I hope they talk to those kids. I mean, children are innocent, right? What do they know? How do they know, right? They have heard some telephone conversations. Yes. Then we go to Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. It's the Earth card. It is all about trying to protect the children. And it's that Virgo is that typically that, the Earth Mother, stability. I'm going to be stable. I'm going to protect. I'm very particular. I'm going to pay attention to minutiae. And it could also mean a mother who is trying to teach you right from wrong, and paying attention. Like, pay attention. This is something you can do. This you can't. So I don't know how to explain it, and that wasn't the right way. I always feel like this Virgo energy is showing the mother, that is Brian's sister. She's almost like corralling her children. It's like, you need to do, like, she's almost like fencing her kids, keeping them within that fenced up space so that they don't do anything, they don't say anything, they don't talk to anything, that sort of a thing. Overly protective, because she has realized that they overheard some conversations. Then we have the Lovers card, right? Lovers card right under the Star card, and right after that we have the Sun card. Guess who? Look, you have the Sun and the Sun, right? What are the odds? What are the odds? So definitely a child is definitely has heard something. Now with the Lovers card, I want to say definitely Brian's the childhood friend, classmate, whatever, 100% she knows something. 100% she wanted to get together with Brian. 100% she was waiting for this relationship to break up so she could pick it up where it, and you know what I mean? Just pick up and go. And this fool thought he could manage both of them, like have the best of both worlds. Have the cake and eat it too. Yeah, good luck with that douchebag. Seriously, you thought you could get away with it? We have 3 again. This 3 keeps popping up. It's ruled by Venus. It's again that pregnancy thing. Yeah. I'm telling you all, the only way that I would rest is if I know what the autopsy results are going to be, because I am so convinced of her injuries. As I said, I'm so convinced that she was either pregnant, or she thought she was pregnant, or she was like, I'm not kidding you. I'm so convinced about that. So completely convinced about that. And then we have the Air card. Now, what is the Air card? Air energy is Aquarius. It's Gemini. It's Libra. Who rules Aquarius? Saturn and Uranus. Who rules Gemini? Mercury. And who rules Libra? Venus, right? Did we not have Venus here somewhere? No. So this air energy shows a lot of back and forth. Air energy is all about, like swords, right? It's all about the mind. It's all about the thoughts. There's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of almost like a typhoon, almost like a storm, like there's so much of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That has to come to an end, and that's what I want to know. Is that nonsense going to come to an end? I'm going to put one more card and we're going to be good on this. Actually 2 cards. And then we have Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Why did I say Venus? Oh my goodness. Remember, slip of the tongue, I said Venus, and guess who shows up? Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. And guess who shows up? The Moon card. Oh my goodness. So Taurus is ruled by Venus. That is again an earth sign. Virgo is again an earth sign. So there's a lot of that trying to corral, trying to be stubborn, trying to dig your heels in the ground, and trying not to gab, trying not to let the cat out of the bag. But then you end up with the Moon card, right? Look at that. There is a warring of 2 households, which is Petito family, Petito side, as well as this Ding Dong Ding-along's family. But within that, there is a warring between those 2. So definitely the parents and definitely the daughter. But that warring that they're doing with each other, oh, my parents threw me under the bus, I don't even know if my parents were involved, oh, I'm so innocent, I have no idea, I don't know what their level of involvement is, yada yada. Look at it, it's under the Moon card. It's all a bunch of bah humbug. You're trying to create an illusion over there. You're trying to create an illusion. You're trying to make something over there that doesn't exist. But guess what? Your bluff is going to be called, honey bunches of oats. They're going to call your bluff. And if you're sitting at home watching my videos, okay, because you know you are going to create a different username and you are going to create a different handle, and then you're going to go on Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest and post like you are Brian Laundrie and do all those things, or you definitely could be Brian Laundrie yourself. I don't know how you do that, because they could pick up your phone, right, or the IP address or whatever, which I'm surprised the police haven't picked up the IP addresses. Whenever you make a statement, whenever you make a posting like that, they can actually figure out where it's coming from, the location, the coordinates, where it's coming from. So I'm surprised they haven't done that to find out who it is, whether it's somebody fake, and some fraudsters trying to post all these fake things, or it's the mother. Who knows? Why haven't the police followed that up? But I'm saying, whatever it is that you're putting out there, whatever fake stuff you're putting out there, yes, you think you're going to get away with it because you have the Fool card, you have the Moon card, this, that, and the other. No, it's not going to behove you. It's not going to turn out very well for you. But one thing that I find very, very scary about this family, and I think I just said it earlier in this video, is how the only person who's come out and gabbed and spoken to the public is the sister. But the father and mother, y'all, how are they able to maintain that absolute radio silence? Unbelievable. Like, you think like somebody's in your face for the past 15-20 days, cameras and this and that and all that, people, zoom lenses and all that stuff. At some point in time, you're going to lose your cool. Your nerves are so frayed, you lose your cool, and you're going to yell at somebody and say, get off my lawn, or leave us alone, or I have no comment, or something like that, right? Nothing. How are they able to do that? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't know. I just don't get it, y'all. There is definitely something over there that is so strange. I'm going to stop this right now. I just wanted to get over there and pull some cards and talk a little bit about, like I said again, I want to reiterate, John Walsh and Dog the Bounty Hunter and all those people, I am not in any way, shape or form trying to insinuate anything and be disrespectful. And those people, of course, in their own fields, they have accomplished so much. So much more than me. There's absolutely no doubt about that. But I don't necessarily think that their involvement is going to bring any resolution to this case. I don't think so. That's basically what I'm saying. It could be just for the sake of, hey, what is your opinion? Like they got in that forensic guy, expert, the doctor. I keep forgetting his name. Next time I happen to come across him in any one of those news interviews, I'm going to make note of his name. He's just an awesome guy. I have a lot of respect for that doctor. He's an elderly gentleman and he talks sense. He's very practical. He's yeah, okay, this and this. And he doesn't get fazed by ding dong journalists throwing stupid questions at him and trying to look how smart I am, look how aggressive I am. I can ask you these questions. You know how there are those journalists who do that? And those TV presenters who do that, it's oh my God, honey child, hush your mouth and sit there. This man has got so much more experience than you, and you are coming at him and questioning his morals and his ethics and principles by throwing all these ridiculous questions. And how well he handled it was mind-blowing. It was it Good Morning America or something like that? What's that lady's name who's Oprah's friend? Buddy, whatever her face's name is. If you go back and watch that, she was so disrespectful to this guy. How do you come off doing that, man? And what are you trying to insinuate? That he did something or he's hiding something so that he has something that he can gain from? Oh my God, whatever. Bah humbug. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to stop with this. I definitely think, I'm very convinced the family is going to have a little bit of a situation here. 100%, 7 years is the minimum sentencing they're going to get, if nothing else, the parents. If nothing else, if at all they get arrested and called into court for whatever reason, minimum 7 years, whatever it is. So, alright y'all, I again sincerely apologize for the little boo-boo I had where I had to step out and take that phone call. I sincerely apologize for that. Please forgive me. That should not have happened, but I had no way of stopping it. So, love you much, you guys. Take care, and I will definitely keep you all posted if I get another need to do a reading. But I have a feeling this time if I do another Gabby Petito reading or a Brian ding dong reading, I'll do it live. Okay, so hang in there, you guys. Thank you so much. Love you, and see you next video.